Mase and Cam.
Killer, what's good, man?
What's the word, man? How you today?
Chilling, man.
That's what's up.
Chilling. I'm glad y'all are feeling great. I'm sure you're feeling even greater because we caught a lot of things. So, of course, we got some basketball to discuss first. But if y'all stick around, we're also going to discuss some football later because a lot of breaking news has happened. But the Spurs, they are on their way to the NBA Finals after defeating the Thunder 111-103 in Game 7. So we saw all the emotions that Wemby had after the game. But, Mase, what did you think of the Spurs' performance as a whole?
I just got to start by saying everybody's second team is out of here. I'm happy about that. So this blue I'm wearing is not an OKC blue. I'm just going to start off by saying that this blue does not represent OKC. It represents the train station. I hope you know where we're going with this. It represents the train station. I got to show some love to the train station. What's the question again?
How did you feel about the Spurs' performance as a whole? And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the Knicks your second team? Because it definitely wasn't your first. All right, he's just gonna laugh it off. But we'll get back to the Spurs. We'll get back to the Spurs.
No, I love what I saw in Game 7. I actually thought it would be different, but when I saw SGA outfit as he walked in, I just knew they wasn't going to win that game. It just wasn't going to happen. You know, I like the fact that what Castle and them put the defense on him, and they control what they could control. You know, they tell you this in sports. You got to control what you can control. And he was actually saying I could control this part of the game. I like what Wemby did. Wemby went out there and proved what I thought about him in the first place, and that's that he's the best player in the league. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. There's nobody that's going to be better than Wemby for a very long time. I pray every day. I'm going to pray for Wemby's health because if his health holds up, he is the best player. He might pass. I don't want to go there, but he might pass Bron and Kobe and all of them if he gets this first ring. And that's what I saw when I saw Game 7. I saw somebody that was just that much better than everybody on the floor because of his God-given height, but also his will to win. His will that I'm going to be responsible for us winning just like I was responsible when we lost, and that accountability is going to set him apart from everybody else, and we're no longer in the soft era. I like this. Pause. We're no longer in the soft era. That's what I saw in Game 7. I saw him take that that ongoing thing he was doing back and forth with Chet, very personal. I saw Chet vanish. I mean, it's a lot you could take from this. I saw an OKC team that was no longer good enough. They can't come back with this team next year. It would only get worse than what they saw in Game 7. After I saw Game 6, I thought SGA and them would show up. But it's a new sheriff in town, and it's a new NBA. I love it.
Cam.
See, when you're used to winning, you don't have to go crazy. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
We was winning before you was born. We actually played the Knicks in '99. You wasn't here. The championship is a repeat of 1999 championship. We won. I don't have to jump up and down. I don't have to go crazy. When you're from the real title town, you don't have to.
That's where you going with this. That's where you going with this.
You're from the real title town.
This is why you can't be his friend.
Hands up. Hands up.
You got it. Yeah, you from the real title town.
We got 5 chips.
Yeah, you right.
You got 5 chips in this century. Even 99. The real title town. Anyway, man, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to scream. You don't have to yell. This is what you're accustomed to. So congratulations to us for making it back to the championship. Look, I have to say this, man. Our organization, talking about the Spurs, we have one of the best organizations of rebuilding very, very fast, man. And don't get me wrong, it's a little luck here and there, hitting the lottery balls, pause, and everything else. But us getting the best big men in a span of 25 years, longer than that, because you got David Robinson. Then after David Robinson, you go get Tim Duncan, probably the best power forward ever. Now you got Wemby, the alien, who Mase just said might be the best player ever. You know, we get Stephon Castle. Listen, we got to give our tip our hat to management. Pop up there running the show from the skybox. He's in practices. Ms. Johnson. I just want to say shout out to the whole organization. Now back to Game 7. And I know we're going to visit some more things about this game, so I won't say too much because I'll let Stat ask the other questions that she has to ask. But as far as this game is concerned, Wemby didn't even go crazy. Wemby had an all right game. To me, for Wemby, it was subpar. It was good enough. It's about everybody else who contribute. You know, you got Castle guarding SGA. You know, he had a decent game. I'm talking about point-wise. You know, Champagnie, he's knocking down shots, 20 points. Keldon Johnson finally showed up and act like the sixth man of the year. And I think that Dylan Harper wasn't playing that well the last couple games before Game 7 because he got injured earlier in this series and he still played no matter what. So I think his game was off a little bit because of the injury. You got to realize this. We're also playing the Spurs, that is, with two bad wheels with De'Aaron Fox. He's still out there putting on the show with his ankle bracelets on and pushing and fighting and everything else. Cornette bringing the nuns in. Listen, man, it's been an all-around team effort. So as great as Wemby is, the pieces that they have around there, young, talented, outstanding job because Wemby didn't even have 25 points, let alone 30, 35, or 40. He didn't even get 25. He did what he had to do when he needed to do it. Of course, always a defensive prowess when he's on defense, number one defender in the NBA. But the rest of the team actually showed up and showed what it's about. Me personally, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought that we were 2-3 years away from this thing, to be honest with you. But to see these kids grow right in front of our eyes was truly a joy to watch. Not only that, sometimes the best teacher is experience. You can sit there and go to school all you want. I'm not talking about basketball. You can go to school all you want and learn everything you can, but you won't get that. You won't learn anything from experience. You know what I used to do? When I had my record company and I was running on a full-time operation, I'm talking about with my record company when I had my offices up in Def Jam and in Warner Brothers, I only hired college graduates with music major degrees because you went to school all this time to work for me and I have a GED. So you went to school essentially 4 years to work with me, and now you're trying to tell me about points and how this works and the music and this and music that. I said, all right, cool, go to Brownsville real quick and pick up this money out the project 16D. It's going to be a nigga named Gerald up there. Give him a 5 like this and come back with the money. I used to send niggas on wild missions because they thought that going to school would be a great way to learn the music business, and to me, it really wasn't. You know, when they give you these record deals, you know what they say? Yo, you're going to get 6 points on this and give you 4 points and 5 points. And after I got my initial record deal, when they tried to come meet that again, I said, I don't want to hear about points. What is this equal to in dollars? Because I can't take points to my landlord. I can't take points to the bank. I can't tell a nigga, yo, well, check this out, man. I can pay you rent next month because I got 6 points on this. Nah, fuck that. Sometimes the best experience, best teacher is experience. And that's what I got from the Spurs. We say, oh, they never been through nothing. They never been there. They just been through a rough 7-game series with the reigning champion and a 2-time reigning MVP. So congratulations to them. I thought it was a hard-fought battle, and we'll see what happens next round.
Yeah, and I want to say experience does outweigh everything, and that's coming from me. Y'all know I'm a big advocate for school, but like you got to be able to literally get in the field. So you brought up how on the Spurs, basically other players aside from Wemby were able to step up and help out, which as a whole made their team the better team on the court at the time.